Are we live?
Sorry. Oh, shit. Do we want to pull over?
No, you know what it is?
We're live.
Sorry,
We're live.
No, that was not a mistake. Some woman just literally decided to walk out in the middle of traffic. Good job, Sawyer Robbins, driving the car. Well done, darling. Hello, how are you? I'm Mel Robbins. You're watching Coffee Talk. This is my weekday broadcast where I take you behind the scenes as we're launching a new daytime syndicated talk show. I'm also wrapping up my career of the last 5 years of being the most booked female motivational speaker in the world. I'm also a best-selling author, and Coffee Talk, what you're watching right now, is my way to give you something every day that helps you go about your day a little bit better and gives you the push, the power, the motivation that you need to make the small changes that make all the difference in the world, in your life, and in your relationships. And we are in the middle of something called Spring It On. Spring It On. If you've never seen this, this is your lucky day. Welcome to the Mel Robbins party. Spring It On is a 4-week spring cleaning. I'm covering this because this was the week 1 workbook, and we're in week 2. But Spring It On is a 4-week program that I'm doing for free, where I'm spring cleaning my life, my mindset, my routines, my friendships, my habits, so that I can get the most out of this season, so I can step into the summer really powerfully. And since I'm spring cleaning my life, I thought you might want to do so for free too. How do you sign up for spring cleaning for your life? Spring It On with Mel Robbins. Just go to melrobbins.com/springiton. You'll get an email from me. You'll get a link to not only this workbook, but the workbook from last week, a link to all the videos that we did last week about doing a friend cleanse. And you are on, I think, day 3 of this week. Is today Wednesday? Yes, we're on day 3 of this week, which is all about giving yourself a routine refresh. What the hell does that mean? Well, morning routines are all the rage. I bet you can't get on Facebook without seeing at least one ad from an influencer or an author or a CEO talking about the importance of a morning routine. Now, I have a morning routine. It does not involve sitting in an infrared sauna or drinking mushroom tea or spending 2 hours in class or spending 45 minutes meditating. And the reason why my routine does not look like that is because I have 3 children, a business to run, and I don't have time for that. So my routine is something that's very simple, that is backed by science. And the mornings that I do my routine, my whole life falls into place because I've started my morning off in control. I want to talk to you this morning about a challenge that I'm issuing to you. You ready for the challenge? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for the challenge. This is a challenge that I want you to take on as you are thinking about your own routine. And routines are super important for your mental health. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. One of the reasons why we're doing Spring It On with Mel Robbins is because decluttering your mind, detoxing your friendships, refreshing your routines, and boosting your belief in self, those are 4 powerful things that bolster and empower your mental health, that make you feel more confident and in control. And your morning routine is super important when it comes to starting your day right, when it comes to thinking positive thoughts. You'll hear a really interesting research on found that in the morning is your routine and your mental health, and whether or not you feel in control. And that's why I'm going to issue you this challenge. Tomorrow morning, and for those of you that I'll be for a while, I know what this challenge is. Do the positive. I want you to take the snooze alarm. How can I be more motivated in the morning? How can I become a morning person? I'm not a morning person. Here's my answer. You don't have to become a morning person. You just just have to get your ass out of bed, okay? And get going. That's how you run your life. That's how you make your dreams happen. And that's how you take control of your mental health. Let me tell you something. Tomorrow morning, I want you to take the Snooze Alarm Challenge, and I want you to see what impact it has on your mental health. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. You're going to set your alarm tonight. When that alarm goes off tomorrow morning, you're going to use my 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to silence the excuses, to interrupt the habit of hitting the snooze button, to stop yourself from doing what I used to do. I used to be one of those people that would lay in bed in the morning when the alarm would go off, and I would start thinking about my day and my to-do list and my problems and everything that stressed me out. And as I would lie there thinking about these things, you know what had happened? They'd get louder and heavier. And you okay, honey? You're good? You need some water? You're turning bright red.
I'm good.
You're good? Give everybody the thumbs up. Stop worrying about you. Okay, she's good. She's good. Excellent. And we're at a red light, so that was a perfectly timed cough. But as I would lie in bed and think about my problems, they would get worse. I was putting myself in a negative state of mind. I want you to hear that alarm and push yourself out of bed. Do the challenge, which means get out of bed in 5 seconds when the alarm rings, because it will put you in a positive state of mind. What happens if you hit the snooze button? You drift back to sleep. And then 2 things happen. You want to know what happens? Number 1, you wake up late. You wake up late and behind. Guess what that does to your mental health? It puts you in a negative state of mind. And you also, by the way, blew off the alarm, which means you started your day by breaking a commitment to yourself, by not getting out of bed. The other thing that you do, and I explain all this in the 5-second rule book, I explain it in videos all over the internet. When you hit the snooze button and drift back to sleep for 15 or 20 minutes, you know what happens? Your brain drifts into a state called sleep inertia, which means your brain goes back to sleep. When you then wake up again 15 minutes later and interrupt that deep sleep state, you're now in a state called sleep inertia, which impacts your brain's ability to process information, to remember information. Basically, you're in a fog for 4 hours. So you've also negatively impacted your mental health. So what I want you to do tonight is I want you to set your alarm, and I want you to accept the Snooze Alarm Challenge. How many of you are going to do this? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a wave. Tell me where you're watching from, and let me know that, yes, Mel Robbins, I am going to spring it on with my life. I'm going to reset my routine, and I'm going to go back to something basic that has not only powerful science behind it, but it will positively impact my mental health. That is, I'm going to accept the Snooze Alarm Challenge. I'm going to set my alarm. Tomorrow morning when that alarm goes off, I'm going to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, use the 5-second rule, and I'm going to get my rear end out of bed. That's all I want you to do today. That's it. Because I know you've got a bazillion other things going on, and I feel like if I overwhelm you with too much, you'll do nothing. You're going to be just like me. So today, when the alarm went up, I did not want to get out of bed. And you want to know why? I did not want to get out of bed because I had incontinence testing today. This is a map of a surgery I'm having on Monday. The alarm woke up and I immediately realized, oh my God, today is the day that I've got to go to the gyno-urocologist and I've got to get testing to see how much I leak. And it turns out I leak a lot. So I had all kinds of catheters in my future, and I had all kinds of probes that were going to happen, and I'm a little nervous about this surgery, although I feel a lot better. So as I woke up this morning, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to hit that snooze button. I wanted to lay there and think about what I was worried about or all the things I needed to do. And instead, I do what I do every morning. I don't feel like getting out of bed. Honestly, I'd prefer to lay there and wallow, because it's a habit sometimes. But I always, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, force myself to get up because I know it's the best thing that I can do for my mental health. And I know that laying there in bed and worrying about the testing that I needed to have done isn't going to make the testing better. It's going to make it worse because it's going to build it up in my mind as some big, nasty thing, and I'm going to walk in there anxious. Well, guess what? We're on our way back from the testing. The testing went well. I have extreme stress incontinence, which means hopefully insurance is paying for this sucker. And we'll be taking you behind the scenes because 50% of women have incontinence issues. And I'm not the least bit embarrassed by the fact that I have this. I'm annoyed, which is why I'm getting it fixed after 2 decades of struggling with this. I digress. You know, I have this saying that I love, and this is what I'm going to leave you with. If the problem you're facing can be solved with action, you don't have a problem. Let me say that again. If the problem that you're facing, you don't have a job, you're struggling with alcoholism, you're single and you're embarrassed by it, you leak like I do, you don't have the amount of money you wish you had, you doubt yourself. If you have a problem that can be solved by action, and there are very few of them that can't be solved by action, you, my friend, do not have a problem. You got that? Good. Now take the challenge tomorrow morning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up, and here's another challenge. I want you to post a photo of yourself awake and timestamp that sucker and put it on social media. And then I want you to use the hashtag #SpringItOn and tag your most positive friends, Mel Robbins. And you know what? Mel Robbins is going to be looking at social media tomorrow, and I'm going to be looking for you. And I'm going to want to see who's getting up, who's joining the early bird rooster, get your ass out of bed when the alarm rings club, and get your day started, because that's the best thing for your goals. It's the best thing for your mental health, and it's the best thing for every problem that you're dealing with. Get up and face it. Don't lie there and think about wallowing, okay? So go ahead, melrobbins.com/springiton, and we will email you the workbook for this week. It'll also give you some questions, the workbook this week, to help you think about your routine. That's what we're talking about all week, is the science of your routine. Me, I like to keep them realistic, because I am taking off for LA. I'm going to be in LA tonight and tomorrow. Then I'm heading down to San Diego. I cannot wait. I'm speaking again for the incredible brothers that run the Buffini coaching incredible company. I cannot wait for that event. And then I'm flying home, and it's our daughter's prom. It is a jam-packed weekend. And if you see us along the way, please, please, please say hello, because I love, love, love meeting you in person. And speaking about you in person, I got something, this person has something to say to that person, you, right there, in case nobody else tells you today. Mel Robbins, I want to tell you that I love you, and I believe in you. I believe in your ability to change your life for the better. I believe in your ability